Welcome back, guys. A week ago I said I was going to build a bigger chicken brooder because the current brooder that I have, which is 2x4, it's a little bit too small for the 15 chicks that I have. They're growing fast and I feel like they need something bigger. So I'm going to build a box, a simple, very simple box, 4x4 by 2 high, to give my chicks a little bit more space. And I'm going to move them from our basement to the garage. And yeah, I have all the materials here, and I'm going to show you here in a second how I'm going to build it. But first, I'm going to show you my chicks. They've been outside all day. I don't know if you can see them because I put them on this raised bed, and then I put this plastic fencing over it to prevent any hawks from getting to them. I mean, I'm sure we have some around. I just didn't want to take any chances. And they have water, feed, and they're happy. And by the way, this raised bed is 8 feet long by 4 wide. And in the next few days, I plan to fill it, kind of like what I'm doing with that one over there. But today's video is about building a brooder. So let me get to that. So what I have are 3 sheets of plywood. They're all 4x4 and 2x2s, 8 feet long. So for this build, you're gonna need 3 sheets of 4x4 plywood. I bought them already pre-cut. You can buy them whole if you want. Now, I need to cut this one in half. I already did one. This is going to be one side, second side, third and fourth side. Now this one I'm going to cut 2 feet wide, and I just need to measure and cut it now. There we go, 4 sides. All right, so now I need to cut the 2x2s for the bottom of this 4x4. They're gonna go on the bottom all the way around. Now, you figure I would cut them exactly 4 feet long. I'm not, I'm gonna cut them 3 inches short. And I'm gonna show you why in a second. So even though I bought these as 2x2s, they're not really 2 inches wide. They're 1.5 inches wide. See that? 1.5 inches. Why do I say that? And why did I cut these shorter than 4 feet? The reason is because the other 2x2 that are gonna go on the walls have to come down here. They're gonna tie up right there at the corner of each corner here on the 4x4. See that? I need to leave 1.5 inches space here on this side and another 1.5 inches space here on the other side for the other 2x2 that'll be coming down that will be tied to the walls. And it'll look kind of like that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put these on the sawhorses, and I'm gonna screw the 2x2s to the 4x4. go. Alright guys, so the floor pan is complete, and this is how it's supposed to come out. 1.5 inches on each side, so the other 2x2s can go right in there. Okay, so yeah, it's looking nice. Take your time. Anytime you're doing something like this, measure twice, 3 times if you have to. Do it correctly the first time. And guys, in case I didn't mention it, this plywood is a 1/2 inch by 4x4. See that? And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you all the materials and how much it costs to build this. Now, take your time, keep it simple. Remember, this is only a chicken brooder, so you can be off here and there. We're not building ballistic missiles for a ballistic missile submarine. Only a chicken brooder, okay? So it is simple. All right, guys, so I have one of the sides here against the base of the brooder. And we're gonna measure how long does this 2x4 have to be. And it says 23.25. So we're gonna cut 4 pieces from the base to the top of the sides at 23.25 inches. All right, so I have the 4 pieces there. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna screw each side first and then add one of the 3.25 pieces as I go along, all the way around. So guys, that first wall is going to be a little tough if you're doing it by yourself. And what I did is I stood it up and I was able to come in from the top and screw 5 screws. So if you're doing it by yourself, yeah, first one's going to be tough. I have a feeling the next 3 are going to be easy. Here's my new brooder. I just have to build a top for it, and I'm gonna do that here soon. It's the very next day, and I was thinking about building one huge lid or top for this brooder, but I changed my mind. One big lid, it will be too big, too clumsy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build 2 lids. One's gonna be permanent on one side of the brooder, and the other one is gonna be the type that you're gonna lift up. All right, I have some hinges, I have the chicken wire to do it, and I have the 2x2s. I'm gonna do them out of that. So, I don't have the measurements just yet, but I'm gonna figure it out here in a minute. I'm gonna make these 48.75 inches long, and this one only 23 inches. So they're gonna go sort of like this, like so. This one's gonna go here. Now remember, this is a permanent side. So I'm just gonna put chicken wire and I'm gonna screw that down. The lid is gonna be that one on the other side that's gonna flip up. So again, 48.75, 23 inches. It doesn't have to be exact because, like I said earlier, not rocket science. And for these guys, you do want to drill pilot holes. This is a very soft wood. And thin. So take your time, do the best you can. And one more thing. For these, for the 2x2s, you have to use at least a 2 3/4 or 3-inch screw. All right, I got them, 3-inch screws. So 1.5 inches is gonna go on the first board, then another 1.5 inches on the other. Let's see if I don't split the wood. Good, it came out good. Next one, pilot hole, then the screw. Or you will split them. All right guys, so this is gonna be the top on the first half. Notice that I screw them together. Make sure to drill a pilot hole. And here on the sides. And then I only use 2 screws. One here, going down into that other 2x2. And then another screw going down here. And yeah, that's these are 3-inch screws, by the way. Now, I did not put anything here on the side. See that? It's not gonna really come off. No chick is going to break this. Even though it's loose at this end, it's no big deal. And one more thing. I could have done one or two things, right? I could have put the chicken wire underneath, okay? I could have stapled it underneath or on top. Now, I decided to do it on top just to give the chicks that extra 1.5 inches to fly around the brooder. All right, so you may want to think about that. It's gonna work. All right, muchachos, so again, these two were 48 3/4. This one was like 19, let me measure. 19.5, I think it was. Yep, 19.5. So slightly shorter than these 23s over here. I'm gonna put these hinges here, one there and one there, to open up this lid, but only after I put the chicken wire on top. So I'm gonna get a stapler, cut the chicken wire, and start working. There we go, guys. I am done. All right, so what I did is I rolled over the chicken wire on top of this, from the back all the way to the end. My roll of chicken wire is 4 feet wide, so it worked perfectly for this job. And then I put these 2 hinges, one there and one there. And check it out. Aha! And now I can add the pine shavings and bring the chicks over tomorrow. So, yeah, they're gonna love it. One thing I want to do too as well is I want to cut a little bit of this chicken wire around here so I can put the lamp, the heating lamp, here on this side. Or I could put it anywhere, basically. I could put it here, there, somewhere on a corner, obviously. I don't want it in the front where I'm gonna open it up. So, yeah, I'll add the pine shavings, bring the food and the water, and they'll be set here for another week or two. Maybe 3. It's a little cold these days. All right, guys, so I'm gonna bring the chicks in tomorrow to their new home. If you wanna see that, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and come back tomorrow. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Even in the night.